Hi, this is Jay Holstine with Moving the Needle, and I'm here with Darrell Mullis. And Darrell, would you mind just giving a little bit of background in terms of yourself and then how you happened to become a Vistage speaker?
Well, I started out my career running a construction company, and I teach finance for Vistage, and I learned finance by the seat of my pants running my construction company. But then a friend of mine had created this course called the Accounting Game that taught finance using a lemonade stand, and I got trained to teach that course, traveled all over the country teaching it, and then eventually left that company, started my own company, and dropped out of construction because I love teaching. And so spent the last 30 years teaching people how to understand their financial statements.
So in those 30 years that you've been working with people and teaching them about the finances, and like put this for the size of companies, it would be like a typical Vistage company. What have you learned that's the biggest gap that they have that would help them the most? Like what is kind of when you meet with groups, what's the biggest epiphany? What is the thing that they find most valuable?
Well, I think first of all, financial statements have been confusing forever. And so I think if they discover, first of all, they don't really understand their financial statements as well as they thought they did. I would say the biggest gap, particularly with Vistage, is cash flow. Most Vistage a lot of Vistage companies don't even get a cash flow statement, and most Vistage executives don't really understand their cash flow and how to manage better their working capital.
I understand. And so when you look at a cash flow statement, what are the kind of the major components, the big blocks that you like to look at?
There are literally three types of cash flow. And again, most Vistage people don't know that. There's operating, investing, and financing cash flow. But of course, the most important one is operating cash flow, because that's the money that's coming in from your day-to-day operations, and it's the money you pay your bills with.
Absolutely.
And so that's what's really most important, and that's what you're actually managing from your day-to-day operations.
So if you were going to give a tip to a Vistage member, how they could best get started, what they could do, what would that tip be? Or what maybe they should be asking it from their bookkeeper, because a lot of people don't have a CFO. So, something that would help just getting started.
Well, the first thing would be to make sure they set up an accounting system that will accurately keep the data. And they want to make sure that they separate what's called cost of goods sold from operating expenses. And third, they want to make sure that they have a software package that will produce an accurate cash flow statement for them, so that they have, at the end of each month, a income statement report, a balance sheet statement report, and a cash flow statement report, so they can see the whole picture of their business.
Well, that's fantastic. Hopefully some folks will, if someone wanted to reach out to you to learn more, how would they do that?
Well, they can reach out to my company, Metamark Learning. We're in Broomfield, Colorado, and we're online, metamarklearning.com, or they can call me at 303-666-1095.
Well, fantastic. That's Moving the Needle. And so I'm very happy to be here with Darrell Mullis. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You bet. Goodbye.